So this is a vacuum that I have been sitting on for quite some time now. Haven't really had an opportunity to clean it up and get it going again. It does still work. Even the light works if I remember right. It just needs to be cleaned up and have a new bag put in, new belt and brush roll. So I have a new wood brush roll, which is probably, I haven't even looked at the one that's in there, but I'm pretty sure the one that's in there is plastic. But I believe this is a CWP brush roll, which they are the ones that are manufacturing brush rolls for Hoover, TTI, at least the wood ones, so there's that. Links are in the description for these parts. Also have a new belt for it, so we'll install that as well. Very quickly, I'll show you guys the condition that this machine is in. Just for simplicity, I'm just gonna take the tools off. As far as I know, all the tools were included with this. It even has the belt and bag style you need for it. Dirt Devil does not make this vacuum anymore. In fact, they don't make a bagged machine anymore. Royal, at least the name, is no longer around. TTI absolved it, so they no longer make Royal branded machines. These machines were designed to be sold at a price point. I recall seeing them for sale around $50 on Amazon. This was maybe 8, 9, 10 years ago. They were never made to last a long time. You can buy replacement parts for them, but generally speaking, these were meant to be disposable. The one saving grace is that they use vacuum bags. First thing we're gonna do is wipe it down. I've got a bottle of Windex here. So we'll wipe down the exterior and then start taking it apart. I do not have any new bags for it that are the proper size, proper type, but I've got these Hoover Y bags, which the collar will fit. It's just the bag's a little bit wider than the U bags that these used. Windex works great. Take that off. And we can all see how dirty it is. So as I mentioned earlier, this machine does in fact have a plastic brush roll. It's probably okay, but these wood brush rolls are not expensive, and I much prefer these compared to the plastic ones that are original. All right, so I'm going to continue wiping this down, and then we'll get ready to do the inside as well. Bag door, as I said, definitely needs to be cleaned out. And we've got this nasty paper bag, which I do not recommend on any machine. Always stay away from these. Because this is why. Dust leaks through them. They do not work well at all. I mean, they'll hold the bigger stuff, but all the small, fine particulate, they do not do a good job at all. We're gonna clean this out with the Kirby. So I actually have filter material that I can cut to size for this, but that's clean enough for the purposes of this video. So that's clean enough for me. Cleaned up. So brand new bag. It's going to slide it onto now, and that fits. That's not going anywhere, but it's definitely not the right bag for the machine. So I don't know if they make a U-style bag that's a HEPA bag like this, but I would definitely recommend using the right bag. Even though the Y bag will fit and you kind of have to force it on there, I would still recommend the proper bag. Now we're just going to take apart the bottom plate here in order to get to the brush roll. So it looks like we have 3 screws. I'll just take these out. Then we have 2 tabs that you bend back. Oh yeah, definitely needs to be cleaned up in here. So the belt is definitely worn. Brush roll has for sure seen better days. So new brush roll. Now I'll show you guys one of the main issues that I run into on these cheaper plastic vacuums. This, when somebody lets their belt go too long and it starts burning up or the brush roll starts seizing, something's got to give. And unfortunately, that's the plastic structure of the machine in most cases. You can see that it's worn down the guard here just a little bit, and it's also worn down in here as well. In fact, that piece is barely hanging on. That's one of the main reasons why you should always check these things. So let's put the new belt and brush roll in. So with the new belts, what I like to do is just loop them down, kind of slide them through on the one side, the motor shaft, just like that. And with the new brush rolls, the easiest way to install really any brush roll with on a vacuum with a rubber belt is just like this. You put that side in first, make sure you get locked in place. We're going to just kind of rock it in. Yeah, these machines were probably not even meant to have the belts changed on them. So here we are all plugged in. This machine is loud. Does not have a manual height adjustment, it's all automatic. This carpet does not do well most of the time with automatic height adjustment on a vacuum that uses a rubber belt medium pile carpet. So we'll see if it burns the belt up or not. got good suction for such a cheap machine. I mean, it's got the 12 amp motor in it, so that's a pretty decent sized motor for such a small, cheap machine. So, but put some nice lines in the carpet, that's for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more.